It's Raquel. Welcome back to Recovery to Wellness, where survivors radiate badassery. I'm at the library again, and I'm actually filming on my filming camera, and I'm hoping that it stays on my face and that the lighting stays the way it is right now. It is currently August 7th, 2023, and I have a hat on because my hair looks like crap, and I have like sores and like cuts on my lips because been biting them, so not the best. But anywho, I wanted to film a life update video. I'm hoping to do this within like 10 minutes or so, just because I want to try to put it onto my computer and then edit it and then upload it as like the first upload for the week, because I haven't uploaded a video in like 2 weeks, and that I need to explain a little why. So hi, hello. One of the last videos, I have my laptop over here, one of the last videos I uploaded was from Christmas 2021 haul, woo! And I don't know where I haven't looked at like video stuff in a while, and the first week where I didn't upload, I had been, I think, just maybe sleeping, and then like time kind of got away from me, and then by that Saturday I was like, oh dude, I gotta like edit a video, but I was like still kind of like and then RoboCop, the original 1987, was on TV, and I didn't watch the full thing, but I watched most of it with my mom, and then Starship Troopers was on right after, and I was like, I gotta watch Starship. Like, I honestly didn't know that like RoboCop is like a trilogy, at least originally, and then like they also have that remake and stuff too, but I've never really fully watched RoboCop in full, let alone the whole trilogy, but I like caught it this time on TV, like middle to the end, but it was good. I really loved it. I loved it. I love it so much. I haven't I haven't like watched the full thing, but like I remember at some point, probably a few years ago, I watched like a bunch of the clips and stuff that are on YouTube and stuff like that, so it was a good time. And then after that, I procrastinated and avoided and got caught in perfectionism and just was not having a good time. And then I worked, and then I worked, and then I worked, and then I worked, because the 4 days and 32 hours now. And then it went into the next week. So I felt really bad about it the first week, then when I didn't upload, because I was like, I should have uploaded a video, and like, I don't know if anybody's expecting me to upload a video, but I guess maybe some expectation is there. So then I was like, oh, that sucks, like I didn't get to do that, and then I didn't know how to handle my guilt and like frustration, so I just didn't. And then I avoided. This past week, why I didn't upload a video, so even in like the end of the last week, not this past week, but the end of the first week of my not uploading, I've been pretty good about how I need to like not contact a friend kind of thing. And so I also got a little bit stressed out from work, and that was not so fun. Because something happened that has like never happened before, and I just like didn't know how to handle it, and it just it gave me Vietnam flashbacks when I was in ROF, and it was like so I got stressed out about work, and then I was still stressed out for a few days, and then again I was avoiding, and I was not finishing groups, and I had like so many groups that I had to work on, and like things to come up with and all of that stuff, and I kept avoiding it, and then I decided I was like, okay, even though I was stressed out, I was like, I finally have reached my like deadline for reaching out to this friend of mine. So I reached out to them and heard back, and didn't really kind of wish I didn't hear from them, you know? Like, I think it's the borderline, because for me, I live with borderline personality disorder, and like interpersonal ineffectiveness is like, I've never really this is like the first time that I made a mistake that cost a relationship, in a sense, and like in a way that was like, it was a dick move, and like I had to I learned stuff from it, don't overcommit, and what is the benefit of commitment, and things to that effect. But at the same time, it was sort of like, I mean, basically just stonewalling. My avoidance caused the shredded wound, and then their avoidance caused the wound to get infected. So it's sort of like I'm at a point now where I'm like having to figure out, like, do I keep this relationship or do I just reevaluate and stuff? Because I don't know, and I'm probably not going to know for a while. And it's hard to kind of have that happen and then not get so lost in the despair and anguish and rage and just like fuck off and like, you know, that kind of stuff, which I think a lot of that is the borderline. But I've like never really had to deal with interpersonal issues, like how you relate to other people and stuff, in this way. So I pretty much don't know what I'm doing. But so that happened, and then I got more stressed out, and then more avoidance and all of these things. And I guess I'm just I got to a point where I worked professionally, doing well. I mean, I still have to finish a bunch of groups for Althea, and like there's a lot of stuff I have to work on for that. However, at the same time, like overall professionally, solid, doing well. Personally, shambles. Like, cause I only have like one other friend that I hung out with on Saturday, but like this has also been like the fact that like a lot of the four things, the forgetfulness, the avoidance, the perfectionism, and the procrastination, have made it so that I have really isolated myself. I don't really talk to people that much. And again, I only have like one friend that I hang out with, so like I don't know. I have to work on that, but it's also a little intimidating. It's that kind of like, it's that easy, and at the same time it's also not that easy, because like even like when it comes to like working on fanfiction kind of stuff, like I started pulling out a house fanfic that I'm working on that's totally new, and I'm like, I want to finish it, and I look at it and I read it, and then I'm like, nope, my writing vibes have disappeared, so then I can't finish continuing it. And then I have like a little unsteady that I have multiple stories in progress. So I was like looking at a little unsteady, like, oh, maybe I should reread this one, and then I can like, but I haven't really reread the whole thing, so maybe I have to go back and read the whole thing again. But then that's like a lot of time, and that's going to be a lot of effort, and that's going to be a lot of concentration. And then I'm like, well, maybe I can just read the chapter that I have that's still in progress. And then I'm like, can I though? No, not there yet. So then it's like having to retreat because like, again, perfectionism and stuff. So I would say that I definitely went through a period by like Saturday I was good. Like Saturday I had that part by Lauren Spencer Smith stuck in my head. Like I woke up to it in my head, and then I wound up have therapy and stuff, and I talked about it a little bit, and I just felt like better. And then I talked to my friend David, we hung out, and it was good. And Sunday I was good, and then Monday, today, like didn't go to program on time, like at all, but it was imperfect to still show up as late as I did, so I just did that. I'm gonna be ending program soon, and I mean, overall, I think I'd say by Saturday I felt like a human again, and like because I'm leaving program soon, I've been kind of already like, I have to figure things out on my own, I have to like adult myself, and which I haven't been adulting, but that's a whole other story. But I have to like handle things myself and not rely on that. So I kind of felt honestly like it was 7 months ago all over again. And you know, my mom had told me like to try to use some of my coping skills, like watching a movie, or you know, we could watch a new movie together, or I could color, or I could write fan fiction. But it was like, I felt like if I wrote fan fiction, it would all be like a suicidal drabble, so it wouldn't make it like super helpful. But I mean, most of them are already like that anyway, so it's not like different to the storyline. Then I also felt like I did listen to music, I cried a little bit, that kind of thing, but like to watch a new movie, like I could have watched a movie I've seen before. I was kind of more towards that angle of things, but to watch a new movie was like, well, I can't because perfectionism. So then it was like, okay, I can't do that. And I could read a book. Well, now it's not the perfect time, it's not like the perfect or whatever. So then it means I can't do it at all and all this stuff. So it's just, I'm kind of back where I started in some aspects. Right now I'm stable. I would say, I think it's a fair assessment that if I start to struggle in the future, I'm more likely to go quiet because I don't want to lie and pretend that I'm stable if I'm not stable. And I don't want, I feel like in this circumstance too, it's like I have found myself, I have less appropriate people in places than I'd have inappropriate people in places. So it's a little confusing, and my brain is kind of against me, and so distraction feels like avoidance. Avoidance feels like the ultimate answer, even though the avoidance is killing me, and it's like making it so much worse because it's not fixing anything. It's just kind of letting it fester and letting it get worse, really. So I'm working on it, basically. I guess it's not really uplifting. This is not very an uplifting life update, but I am feeling better now, and I just think in the future what'll probably happen is if I start to struggle mentally, I probably will just kind of go quiet online, because I don't want to like use the internet as an inappropriate crisis space. So I'd probably just try to deal with it myself, and reach out to like my friend David and my mom and my friend Mike and things like that. But yeah, kind of just that's where it's kind of at in a sense. I'm safe. I feel stable again. I feel happy. I feel like I don't know what's gonna happen with the things, but I'll figure it out. And yeah, there's just been a lot of like old traumas that are resurfacing and stuff too, and the fear of new trauma memories and stuff like that too. So it's just a whole thing, but I'll figure it out. And I'm gonna go back to uploading. I'm gonna try to upload 3 videos this week because I think that'd be fun, because I haven't uploaded in 2 weeks. So I'm gonna try to get this video done, and then I am going to do something else. I don't know what. Yeah, so I was also thinking, because I won't be at my day program anymore, I think I made a list of like the types of things I'd want to do on my days off. And then I also want to do like those mindful Mondays. Originally I was thinking meditative Monday, but I feel like mindful Monday is probably easier. And I think there's also these little like, I could make little snippets of videos where I try to recenter myself. So if it's like, okay, I'm at that choices and crossroads between like, do I look up an Athena video or do I read a book for a little bit? Like what's gonna make me actually feel better, and like what's the healthier option? I think if I can make a video when I'm in that sort of process, and maybe even just recording like how, you know, okay, so I did look at the Athena stuff, how did that make me feel? Or I did read the book, how did that make me feel? And just kind of compare it that way. And then sort of do like online video journaling in a sense. I don't know, I think that'd be interesting. I think it's something to start with, I think, before I can figure out fully like, you know, if I can create like mantras or affirmations, scripts and stuff like that to like help me cope and make the right decisions and things. So I'm gonna end this video here. Thank you so much for watching. This is like, hopefully that explained like where I disappeared to. I was still online. I mean, actually for a week I didn't like go on my laptop at all. But overall, yeah, struggling, getting through it, feeling better. It just needed time honestly. And then kind of still some of that feeling of like I'm kind of back where I started. I'm like in a similar spot of where I started, in the sense that like all my perfectionism is still there, and all my avoidance and all my procrastination, like all my perfectionism stuff is still there, but like I'm trying to, at the same time, I am trying to overcome it in little bits and pieces and just continue to work on it and remind myself that every little trial and error is information. And something that can be rectified and something that is going to take progress and time and effort, and that's okay, you know. And yeah, so I'm gonna film a Mindful Monday thing, and then hopefully get this up within this week and go from there. So thank you so much for watching, and as always, stay safe and much love and light to you, and I will see you very soon. And in the comments, comment a yellow heart if you made it this far, and one thing you're hoping to get out of the next week. All right, bye-bye.
I can see a lighthouse through the smoke. Everything is lost, I know.